As a finance professional in a disrupted business landscape, what does it take to be in demand? What does it take to attract great paying international roles? If you're an ICAN member, it'll just take one exam. That's all it takes to complete the globally recognized CIMA professional qualification and the internationally respected CGMA designation. As a CIMA member and a CGMA designation holder, employers will look at you as a finance professional, constantly acquiring new skills to add value to the business. That's why they'll be willing to pay premium to hire and retain you. If you have 5 years of relevant experience and are an ICAN member, you can directly sit for the final exam of the CIMA Professional Qualification, the Strategic Case Study exam. Start studying the CIMA Professional Qualification. Prepare to make an impact.
Good afternoon, professional colleagues. It is a privilege to be back to you today on our program, ICAN-ngr. Welcome you to another episode of ICAN-ngr, your great platform for learning, powered by Noble Institute, the Institute of General Accountants of Nigeria. Myself, Tosin Akinwumi, FCA, and Fumi Olani ACA will be the anchors for today's edition. And today, 29th September 2024, we are looking at something different, very far different from the usual technical papers and accounting subjects. Laughing to the bank, the business of comedy. And we have here in the studio a celebrity, an amiable content producer, a skit producer in person of Kemi Ikusedun, AHC, popularly known as Mommy Iwa. Of course, you will know that this is a different episode, and certainly ICAN-ngr is totally on a different pedestal today. Fumi, you're welcome on the show.
Thank you so much, and good afternoon, everyone. You know, Tosin, I was just looking at people thinking, why bring a content creator? But it's all about accounting right here. And she's also a member some way, somehow. You know, when they talk about social media influencers and content creator, there has to be income. They have to track their income. They have to monitor their expenses. They have to understand the difference between business and personal finances. So we're excited to bring in today Mommy Iwa. And maybe when we go on a break, we'll then we'll read our profile so you can understand the substance that we have in the house today.
Okay, thank you very much, Fumi. And I'm sure people will also be wondering, okay, so you mean she's also part of ICAN? We only think she's a content creator, and we have many of them like that as part of us. And today, you will get to know. Let's quickly go on a short commercial, and we'll be right back with our guest on the show. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
again to Icon on Air, and today we have a very exciting topic which talks about laughing to the bank, the business of comedy. And like we mentioned before the break, we said we have a distinguished guest in our midst. Our name is Kebi Ikushedu. AAT, she's a comedian and content creator, and we popularly call her Mommy Wa. Let me just take a profile. She is known as Kem's Mama, Mommy Wa, by different fans, a multi-talented filmmaker. She's a comedian, she's an actor, and she's also a social media personality and content creator. And she hails from Ondo State. I'm sure the governor is proud of her. She obtained a secondary school certificate at Queen's College, Yaba, Lagos. She went further to bag a bachelor's degree in accounting from Bells University, Ota, Ogun State, and a master's degree in management from the University of Lagos. She is also a member of the Associate of Accounting Technicians West Africa, AAT. As a testament to her exceptional management strength, Kemi also holds an honorary doctorate degree in management from Prowess University in Delaware, USA, and a degree which she was awarded in 2024 by the university in conjunction with Lead Times Africa magazine. She also trained at Isong Royal Arts Academy, which usually prepared her for an acting journey. The name Mommy Wa or Mrs. Macaroni was gotten from a Cotnodist kid, Mr. Macaroni. You're welcome, Mommy Macaroni. You're muted, please.
The host muted me, first of all. Let me say that. It was the host that muted me, but it's fine. And then
Mommy was for you.
the host also said 28th of 29th of September. But today is 28th because tomorrow is my birthday. I'm so sure
Oh,
of the
wow.
date. Yes, tomorrow
Wow,
is my
wow,
birthday.
wow,
Thank
wow,
you so
wow.
much for
Birthday in
having me
advance.
on. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for having me on ICAN on air. I am so excited to be here because sincerely, with the way things are going, I think I'm heading back to accounting.
Please do. We need you back for the
When many
FCA.
when many of us are also thinking of coming into your own line, you want to come back to
Let's
NDR
swap. Let's swap.
And smiling to
There's
the
nothing
bank.
there. Let's swap.
and
That
smiling to the bank.
and that's the thing. I love the laughing to the bank. I love it because you have to be laughing to the bank, or is it that you are laughing or you are crying? Because if there's no money on ground, you will be crying.
Yeah,
Exactly, exactly.
yeah.
Okay,
A lot
let's
of
go deep into the conversation. Our audience are here to actually hear from you, and having you as our guest on today's show will afford our global viewers the opportunity to learn from your wealth of experience. I would appreciate if you run us through your days of little beginning, because being a content creator and comedian today didn't just start, or you just didn't fly into prominence. It started gradually. So take us through your days of little beginning in the creative industry and how you came into prominence.
Okay. Hello?
Oh, yes.
Can you
You're
hear me?
We can hear
audible
Okay.
you.
Yes. So to the days of my little beginnings. In generally or in accounting? Let me get the question again.
everywhere.
In the
Okay,
creative
so
industry in particular,
let
in the
me
creative
let me
industry in
start by
particular.
saying these are still the days of my little beginnings because I still have a whole lot to do. So these are still the days of my little beginnings. I am still trying to make certain things work. I started with accounting, and I actually enjoyed accounting because one of the things that I enjoyed about it was the fact that it was more or less a fact. Every discussion you have in accounting, every figure, everything has to be a fact. It's not something that you have to like talk about or guess about, like management basically, or talk about, or I this is a particular way you can do this is another way you can do this. So everything was fixed, and it was something that I can always go back to and know that, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. So I think with accounting, in which at the end of the day, what I enjoyed about it was still something I had an opinion of, that why can't we have certain opinions with certain things that we know? And with acting for me, it came it just came like it came like a particular hobby. And finding out that I could make money from a particular hobby that I didn't even consider seriously. I just look into the mirror and I'm like, oh, okay, I can do this, I can do that. Oh, act like a witch. I'm so sorry for saying that. But act like a witch, and then I'm doing it. And I was like, you know what? I can actually do this. This is something my dad doesn't know. When I was in school, I went all the way to Ilorin to go and act. I acted in a Christian movie, and you know, for the first time, if I felt like it was just right. In as much as it was 10,000 naira they gave me, but it felt right. It felt right because I just enjoyed it. It was something new. But my knowledge of accounting with acting has helped me a whole lot, and it's still helping me because these are still the days of my little beginnings. Let me say that again, because I've not gotten anywhere. When they say little beginnings, as if somebody has made it, person has been hustling since, and person has made it now. I'm still trying to make it. So these are the days, and my knowledge of accounting is helping my acting so bad. I said so bad, so
Yeah,
well.
so good, so bad.
Yeah, so bad. Um, because there are a lot of things that in entertainment we do not know, and if you don't have accounting knowledge or management knowledge, I don't you might not even get your finances right, and that's the truth. Because of my knowledge in it, I've been able to have certain things for myself. Um I've been able to prioritize costs, and I've been able to even work in management, like behind the scenes on sets. So it's not just me being an actor, it's me still working behind the scenes and getting certain things done in production. So the days of my little beginnings, pretty well. Is moving, and hopefully we get to wherever we want to actually get to.
Interesting. I mean, for our audience to know, she is on set now, but
Yes,
we had to
yes,
take her out of the set production just to attend to this. And thank you again for granting us this audience. So I want to ask, because you're a graduate of accounting, some of
yes,
us were not opportune to be graduates from accounting, but of course we struggled through it, and then we did ICAN. And you are also a member of the Association of Accounting Technicians of West Africa. What
yes.
experiences have shaped you from being I mean, you released something to us here that your dad does not even know, but that was how you started. What has
Yes.
really shaped you to be what you are today in terms of accounting, to bring this prolific figure in the content creation and comedy industry?
So, like I said, with management, like with certain things I do behind the scenes, I recently produced a movie, and even if my finances made me cry, but I was able to handle everything. I was able to pull through. People just feel like the knowledge of accounting just you create accounts, you do this, you do that. It's not just about that. We have systems, we have computers, we have softwares that are already doing certain things for us. So if you don't have the knowledge, if you cannot even apply those knowledge, and that's why one of my favorite will I say courses, favorite course in ICAN that I did was case study. When I did case study, I enjoyed it because it gave me like an insight into the real world. Like now you are faced with this particular problem. What will you do? What are the different techniques that you could use, and management skills that you could actually invest into this to make everything work. So it was, for me, it's I feel like everybody needs an accounting knowledge, accounting business, and that's why a lot of people coming from other,
Field.
I'm so sorry for the noise.
You
Some
understand?
actors
Yes.
are backsets greeting each other,
No
and I'm
problem. No problem.
trying to wave my
You can
hands,
go on,
but they're
it's
not seeing
okay.
me. Yeah.
It's fine.
So for me, I would just say that everybody needs an accounting knowledge. That's why people from other courses, other what's the word?
Discipline.
Yes, other disciplines. Yes, they branch into accounting with ICAN, and I feel like ICAN has actually helped a lot of people. A lot of people that not go to do accounting for 4 years. Very easy. They'll just go to ICAN, pass ICAN. What you need? What you need? Oh, I'm so sorry for speaking Yoruba.
It's
They already
okay, be
have like
natural.
they're already chartered. Then they still have something else that they are doing, another discipline, and it just gives them a broad knowledge. But I feel like ICANN has helped other disciplines. Yeah, we are too generous. That we are in fact we need to be selfish with this ICANN truly, so that it belongs to those people that really from the onset we knew what we wanted to do, not that along the line you now see the real world, you now be like no, you be like let me do ICANN so that I can get certain things in life, I can manage myself. No, let's be selfish. I'm joking. No, I love the fact that people have access to ICANN and they can participate, write the exams and pass and all of that. It's really nice, and I feel like ICANN is even making the amount of accountants in Nigeria increase drastically. Even if you put questions are very hard, I'm sure some people here that I'm telling you, their questions are very hard. You will see if let me just share this. There was a paper I wrote. There was a time no, was it the second stage that I wrote? That it was only quantitative analysis that I passed and I failed the rest. And I'm like, of all things to actually pass was quantitative analysis. And in my mind, I'm like, no, I have to pass the remaining ones. Because what is the problem? I have to pass the remaining ones. Questions are hard, but I think they're hard for a reason, so that people, at least to talk out to those people that are not so serious, to talk out those people that are not so committed, but at the same time, it was hard. I'm sure a lot of people here can testify, because some people are still there. Some people gave up, they'll come back. So it's not easy.
All
Interesting.
right, all right, all right, all right. You are doing well. You are doing well.
Oh, thank you very much.
You are doing well. You are doing well. Anyway, I wanted to ask a follow up question there. Anyway, when you talked about
Okay.
ICANN questions being difficult and all that, and I wanted to even
Yeah.
shake the table a bit to say, could that be the reason why you had to stop at
Yes,
AAC
yes,
level?
yes, yes. That's the
You
reason.
didn't fall down to the professional
That
level.
that is the reason. That's the reason, sir.
How about how about
So
you
no,
can do
but
this?
that's not the major reason. It's
Okay.
it was basically because at some point I had to concentrate and build on something else. And in that moment, because I was trying to build on that and I was trying to do my masters at the same time, it was like one was going to suffer. One part of it was going to suffer. And it was not this one, because it was the hardest that suffered. The hardest had to suffer, because
The
there were
bank.
times I found myself crying. Like I would just be, when you are in solitude and tears are just coming down your eyes and everything. And you're like, what's making you cry? I can, and they said that anybody can, but no, it's not everybody that can. So it's not even supposed to be I can save. You are supposed to change the name
If I
too. If you know
if I
you
can, you
cannot
can.
commit, don't talk. Not everybody can. It should be you people's name actually.
Anyway, it's our name. It's our name, and you're also part of the institute.
No, yes,
Okay.
yes.
I'm glad you are also mentioning subjects and courses in ICANN. Otherwise, I would have thought that with your engagement in comedy, maybe you have even outrightly forgotten all
Uh-uh.
topics and courses in ICANN. No, sincerely,
With
sincerely.
how hard it was, how will you forget? How? With the amount of reading, how will you forget? You cannot forget. The one thing
Oh,
that made you cry, that made you do like, how will you forget? You can't forget. That's why people can boldly write your names and you put FCA. Because joining this live, I saw you people are writing, you wrote your name with FCA, ACA. You too, you wrote your name boldly, ACA. So
anyway,
so it's an
you
achievement. It's something that you should raise your shoulders for.
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, let's move further. With your knowledge of accounting, now in the creative industry, how do you approach negotiating contracts and deals with producers, promoters, and other industry professionals? And how has your skillfulness as a member of ICANN imparted into you generally?
Okay, I am so sorry to break this. I am very, very sorry. An emergency just came up, and the production manager just came to me that there's a quick shoot, that a quick scene that I need to quickly take, and I'm sure it's going to affect this that I'm doing. But I will be right back immediately after that scene.
All right. How many minutes are we looking at so that we can just quickly plan? How many minutes are we looking at?
In 15 minutes, I will be right back.
In 15 minutes. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you very much for having me out, and I'm coming back. Oh, so those people
We'll be
that are here,
expecting you.
get ready for more gist. Thank you.
Okay. You are doing well once again. We'll be expecting
Thank you
you.
so much.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Tosi, it's been an interesting conversation. I mean, when she told us about we that did not study accounting, yet want to take the monies that belong to accountants. And I saw a comment from an audience saying, we need you in finance. So please, ICANN is open to every one of us. If you can read, they said, if I can, why can't you? So we all can.
Exactly.
Why not? We
Exactly.
can do it. But I mean, that was the comedy side of life. So Tosi, I see a lot of comments from our audience already.
Let's take those comments. Let's take those comments for me. Let's take those comments.
Okay, so Fagbola Temitokwe, it's nice to be here. I bring greetings from the good people of Oluyole and District Society of ICANN. And yes, Oluyole and District Society, they're having their inaugural conference, or the inauguration of of the district on the 1st of October. I want to say congratulations to you and the other members of ESCO. So Pet Remy Ezugo says it's nice being here again. Thank you. Nimota Mudukwe, he says, good afternoon from Abuja. Omo Baokwe Omotola, he says we recognize you and we say thank you very much. Oluwakemi Agbejule Elugbindi, it's nice to be here. Then I see Imanuzo Felix Agbugwe. I see Olusi Sanusi, Ngozi Uku. Good day, my pieces. Ngozi is live from Enugu. Damilola Abegunde. He said it's nice to be here. And then follow Usho Clement Olusegun, streaming live from Benin City. We appreciate you. Ni Olajide FCA. Nice to be here this weekend. Good afternoon. And to you also. Toyosi Abayomi, you say, wow, okay, it's a wow today. Ali Godwin Joseph, thank you from Lafia, Nasarawa. And Toyosi Abayomi, happy birthday to you. She's saying happy birthday to Momiwa. Fagbola Temitokwe again said today's edition will be a big comic relief to all chartered accountants in the house, considering to I. And then I see so many comments from Molikat Adeyemi saying, good afternoon, my PCs. Toyase Abayomi from Finance. He said, we need you in finance field. Emo Ilari Ogbenovie says, we're live from Abuja. Benjamin Okeke, we also see you. Nuruddin Olawale, accounting is everywhere, content creation and its finance and auditing. Thank you. Our very own chief Dr. Olasukomi say, good morning, fans. ICANN is loaded in all spheres of life. All sectors, ICANN gets you covered. Mommy, wa just freaky us. Oh my God, freaky,
Yeah,
freaky.
so when she comes back, she must freaky our account.
Yes, so because she's laughing to the bank, and we have to be part of this laughter.
Exactly.
Then
Exactly.
oh, yes. Registrar also says, from all of us in ICANN, Kemi, we love you. Continue to make us proud. Then Fagbola Temitope says, Mrs. Macaroni, the world famous Momiwa, thank you very much. I see Nuruddin Olawale Ogunlano. You really make us laugh. Badmos Ibrahim Kolawale say, yes, if you can, try, I can. Then Momiwa is difficult but not impossible. Give it a try again. Oluwatobiloba Olukayode Shofowora. Thank you very much for that lovely comment. Then Fumi Amao from Lagos is also sending her regards. Eric Joshua Oluwakayode, he said, great one today. Then we have Badmos. We have Bradmos Ibrahim Kolawole. Good afternoon from Festac, Lagos. It's nice to be here. I don't know if I should continue, but I see Asan Kafilat saying, good afternoon, everyone. Well done from keeping the icon flag upright. Emmanuel Okwebu, good afternoon, people from Port Harcourt. I'm a student member of the institute and a comedian too. Good to be here. Oh, lovely. It's very nice. Then Tail Idris Mukhtar, really exciting session from Lokoja, Kogi State. Most anointed Sam, Odewale Samuel, so nice to be here again. Sonny Abdul Karim, we see you from Kano. Pets Remy Ezuko, Chairman Wari and District Society. You're all welcome. Umo Kojo Onyeka, it says streaming from Lagos State. Thank you very much, every one of you. Perhaps you have missed some of the comments or your appreciation of the program. We say thank you very much for joining. You know, Tosin, when Momiwa was talking, she mentioned how she's been able to use the accounting prowess that she has and also combining it with social media creation and all of content creation. I believe that we need to let people know that there's no way, no organization that they don't need an accountant. Am I wrong or right, Sosi?
You are very right. You are very correct. She also mentioned that even in her finances, it's really helped her in terms of her negotiation of contracts with promoters, with producers, because she is an accountant at least to a good extent. So she understands the nitty-gritty of all of this, and she uses all those knowledge of accounting in those fields. So it's actually not a waste. It's not a waste.
Yes. And Tosin, something else that we tell social media, I mean, everyone in this soft skill, I don't know how to term them. We always let you understand that education is still very, very important. No matter how much talent you have, you need to put in 1, 2, 3 certificates in place, even if it's one. You can try, apart from the school living certificate. So she has a master's. She also got an honorary doctorate degree just because she's shown that interest in education. So that's one thing I need people to understand, that education is quite important. You can put in for ICAN, you can start from AAT, ASWA, and then you can become the chartered accountant that you dream of today. So Tosin, we may want to talk about the conference too.
Okay, before we go to the conference, another perspective to it too is also that because we are ICAN members, does not limit us to figures. That's one thing today's topic is also telling our members, that we are chartered accountants does not mean all of us have to be accountants, all of us have to be auditors, all of us have to be tax managers, we have to be internal auditors, external auditors, in control, as in anything that has to do with accounting directly. No, you can also go into other fields, but the knowledge and experience you have gotten from being a member of the institute will still be there to help you. And that's exactly what today's topic is telling our members: the business of comedy, laughing to the bank. So Kemi in this case is a comedian, but also a member of ICAN, at least to the level of AAT. So she has told us in the few minutes that we have used or we've spent on the show that she really uses that the experience and the knowledge she has learned so far from accounting. So that tells you that we all do not need to be accountants, to be auditors, to be tax managers, but we can also do well in various fields while we are still being relevant.
Actually, you're so correct, Tosin. Because you know, as a female, when I look through, because I watch Mr. Macaroni's skit a lot, and then there are contents that are very educative. There are things that they can say in a subtle way, but you get the message. Even for our nation, for our economy, but it has to be both bringing in the idea of education and also what is going on in the environment, putting it together in a script and making it worthwhile. So I would say that education is very, very important. And you know, one question I didn't get to ask her is if she'll be at the conference.
Certainly, we'll ask that question when she's back. Certainly, we'll ask the question. I would love her to be in the conference.
Oh,
Certainly.
yes, we'll love her. We'll love her to be at the conference. So, Tosi, are you ready for the conference?
Yes, I'm ready. I want us to quickly go and take some commercials. Let's show our members how they can register. Some people do not still know how to register. There's a jingle that talks about how to register. Some want to know what exactly are the things in there for us in the conference. Why should I be in the conference? Let's quickly go and run some commercials and see why you should be in the conference. We'll come back to speak more on the conference while still expecting our guests to be back on the show.
Dear professional colleagues, the Annual Accountants Conference is here again. This time is the 54th edition. It will happen at Abuja Transcorp Hotel from 7th to 11th of October 2024. Eminent resource persons have been contacted to present papers at the conference. You are hereby invited to attend this conference, and as your Diamond President and Chairman of Council, I urge you to come prepared. You are going to network, make new friends, see other friends that you have not seen for a very long time. Besides that, there will be so many stories, proverbs, and parables. By God's grace, I hope to see you in Abuja, 7th to 11th of October 2024. Thank you, and God bless us.
Join us in Abuja for the 54th ICAN Annual Accountants Conference, a prestigious event and the largest gathering of accountants in Africa. This year's theme, Governance Reimagined, Mapping the Future, from October 7th to 11th, 2024 at the Transcorp Hilton and Abuja Continental, former Sheraton Hotel in Abuja. You will experience world-class and groundbreaking plenary sessions on economic reforms, social contract, and nation building. Explore opportunities in agriculture, export, real estate, technology, logistics, and transportation at our dynamic business workshops. We're excited to offer a world-class conference experience featuring renowned speakers, cutting-edge insight, and unparalleled networking opportunities. To ensure a seamless stay, we've partnered with our app to provide exclusive discounted rates for conference attendees. Book your accommodation through our dedicated link. We can't wait to see you there. Ready to join this transformative event? Register now at dedicated link below. Need assistance or questions? Let's connect. Reach out to Kunle or Gibson for personalized support. Don't miss this chance to make a lasting impact. We look forward to welcoming you to Abuja.
Welcome back to ICAN on Air, laughing to the bank, the business of comedy. If you are just joining us, this is your educating and insightful program, ICAN on Air. And today we have in the house a celebrity, an amiable content director, producer, Kemi Ikusedu AAT, popularly known as Mommy Wa, who is currently dissecting the topic, laughing to the bank, the business of comedy. We've been talking with Mommy Wa for the past 30 minutes thereabouts. And of course, she's currently on sets, on location, and she just took permission to quickly attend to few things before she comes back to the studio. Certainly for some of us who understands what happens on the set, you agree with me that there's a contract going on the set already. She's in contract with people who are shooting the film so that you can permit her, and you won't say but she should know we are ICAN members. Yes, she knows, and that's why she has honored us to be with us today. But don't also forget, she has a contract with the producers of the film, whatever she's shooting, and she has taken the permission for the excuse, and she'll be right back just as she has promised. Afumi, welcome back.
Yes,
And today we are talking about laughing to the bank, the business of comedy. But we're also at the same time trying to remind our members to register for the 54th annual accountant conference. Over to you.
All right, Tosin, I just recalled what I saw on her profile. She attended Queen's College and then she went to Bells University. She studied accounting there. She has a master's from Unilag. So there's so much that she has done for herself. And I also see the content creation or the comedy industry, how these people thrive. They laugh to the bank. Some of us carry the laptops. We do 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 and all of that. Perhaps we are still smiling to the bank by virtue of our profession. So we just want you to understand that whatever you find yourself doing, do it well and learn to mentor someone. You must be a mentor to somebody. Somebody needs you and you must catch the vibe. Let someone mentor you or even mentor someone equally. And Tosin, something else that I picked from the conversation with her. You know when you say laughing to the bank, do you laugh to the bank? Like we, paid employment, we rely perhaps solely on our monthly income. But these content creators, every now and then, business comes to them just by doing one thing on their phone, creating content for people.
Their account is they are freaking their account. They are freaking their
And I
account in
like
their own language.
they say Mr. Macaroni freaky. So that's the mommy what
Put your
I
account
would
number
do
there.
on the screen
Exactly.
without all the attire and the sets. When they're on sets, they wear the props. So this is not the
Exactly.
Miss Mommy Macaroni with the props. She is the one, the delectable, the very infatigable one that we saw on our screen some minutes ago. And thank you so much, our registrar, for joining the discussion for today. So if we always employ that, that you, our audience, we rely on you for opinions on the type of guests that we want on the program. That's why we're trying to diversify the portfolio. So it's not just the one about finance or book. Yes, we want to have laughter on the program. And I saw some people commenting that you are making us laugh today. It's interesting and it's good for us to laugh. We need to stay healthy while we make the money that we're looking out for.
Exactly. For me, let me also add that just like we used to announce, who says if our members, just like we are diversifying into this area too, to also put another face to the program. So who says our members do also have the contact to say, yes, I also know this person. I can also speak with this person who can come on the show, get across with us. Certainly, the producers of this program will put it together and reach out to those people who think we can, the celebrities, I'm talking about celebrities now, we can also reach out to them, and certainly we can also enrich this aspect of the program very well. Then for me, in the course of Kemi's discussion with Kemi, she indeed, let me use the word, accused in quotes, accused ICAN of coming up with tough questions. Do you agree with her?
This life, there's nothing so easy in life. Tosin, if something is tough, then you know that when you have the certificate, you'll be proud of it. So this is not any type of accounting profession. This is ICAN. And that is why it distinguishes itself from any form of certificate that you have. If you have ICAN, why would I boldly spell it out? ACA, FCA, because I'm proud of the process of examining every pupil that go through the ICAN examination. So, Kemi, I love the case study too. Case study is so real. She mentioned how you do case study and you're seeing yourself, real world situation. That then you know everything. You have to analyze this world, analyze the situation. Let them know that you're an accountant from different parts of it. You have to talk about the theory part of it, talk about the calculation part of it, and give your own opinion on it. That is why we are chartered accountants and we're proudly so.
Exactly. Thank God you didn't fall for the bait for me. I thought you would have said it's indeed tough. Thank God you didn't fall for the bait. Exactly. I totally appreciate your response on that. It's ICAN. It's ICAN, and that's why it is valuable. I remember my lecturer would say certificate is not donated, it is awarded. There's a difference between you are awarding something and you are donating. So ICAN is not donating certificates. We are awarding it to distinguished and qualified members. And thank you so much for Kemi Momiwa for recognizing that good effort of ICAN. Okay, for me, let's move. Okay, I'm with you.
Some
Go ahead.
other
Go ahead.
things that I would love, I really want to ask Momiwa is about the talent hub. What are we doing in this industry to bring up more talents, not just wacky people that you just pick from the street, people that are also members of a profession that you can, like I watch this other guy, the one that is a lawyer, and it goes about, some of those contents that they bring on board, you learn some of the terminologies of the profession, and it's not just played. You will laugh as much as you learn. So thank you, Mommy Wa and Mr. Macaroni, for doing all those things, even going on the streets, telling the world, telling governments know, letting government know what we feel about the economy, and just using your platform to demonstrate strength and vigor for the nation itself. And we know that you are the mouthpiece of the nation and mouthpiece of the young ones. Continue to keep the flag up.
So, for me, let's talk briefly about the 54th AAC. What should members expect? 9 days to go. Where are we? 9 days to go.
Okay, so I was having a conversation with some of the committees, and they said we have almost hit the 5,000 registration. I don't know how through, but I see a 10,000 registration very soon. So if you have not registered, make sure you register very, very soon, because the capacity of the hall would accommodate you. We know that they're virtual and they're physical attendees, but we want you to register on time so you can get your kits. I mean, what's that stuff, the bags and everything that they usually would give us when you register for the conference, so your materials will be ready for you to pick up before the conference. That's one great thing that they are doing during this, that the committees have put forward for this conference. Then the other opportunity for you is to mingle, network. When you come physically, you will meet people and you'll connect. I'm there and I'm reaching out. I'm going with my pack of business card because I want to meet people. That's the business of the day. You need to show that you are trying to expand your network of relationships. So please get ready for the conference. It will be exciting. It's going to take place at Transcorp. There will be a hospitality night. So I'm going to compete with the likes of Tosi in the Surulere and District Society. I've told my Lekki and District Society members, for example, that you need to put on your A game, because this will be a competition that we should really, really be proud of.
Okay, Fumi, I may need to tell you that you need to up your game if you are competing with me and my district. Trust me and my team that will not be too easy for you guys to beat. However, let's get to Abuja for the parade. Then Fumi, one more thing. I met someone who also gave a suggestion, and the person said that the conference package, I mean, from registration to hotel accommodation to flight and all of that, it's much, and as such, why would ICAN not possibly reach out to the employer directly by possibly writing a letter to every employer to sponsor their employees and all that. So I consider that as a very good suggestion. And I said, okay, no problem. We have access to the chairman and the committee members and the council members. And possibly in subsequent editions, we'll be bringing this suggestion to them, how I can write the various employers in Nigeria to inform them of the conference and to tell them the reason why they should send and sponsor their employees to that
Yeah.
gathering.
And Tosin, the big elephant in the house is we still need sponsorship, we need branding, we need people to come out and let us use the platform to establish them and also to promote their businesses. So please feel free to reach out to us at the Institute. We'll be very, very happy to put some of your content or some of your adverts in the brochure for the conference. We have about 10,000 attendees that would attend the conference. So yes, you can establish and you can promote your business with over 10,000 people that will also distribute your content, all your adverts to a lot of people. So please do join the winning team and let us promote your business by coming up with your advertisement and also with sponsorship of members and sponsorship generally for the conference. Okay, so we have a couple of announcements in the house. Tosin, we've said so much about the conference, but there's so much more that we need to let our members know about. Do you want to take it?
No, go ahead. Shoot for me.
Okay, so we have experienced top-notch support like never before. Our ICAN contact center is now faster, is more efficient now, and you can reach us through calls, through emails, and chats from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on Mondays to Friday. We are there and we would always take your calls or take your messages when you, as they hot, so that's how they say it. So the 74th induction ceremony will take place from the 3rd to the 4th of December 2024. The induction fee is 130,000 naira. Then the ICAN Entrepreneurship Development Practical Session, the date is 21st to the 25th of October 2024, and the venue is ICAN Center, Amuwo, Odofin, Lagos. The mode of payments for virtual, the payment is 30,000 naira, and for physical attendees will be 40,000 naira. Also, we have what we've been talking about since is the annual accountants conference. I know if I'm in a physical environment with you now, I would have just held the committee on this annual accountant conference. There's been so many flyers, everything that you need to know for publicity of the conference. We want to say kudos to you, to the committees, for coming up with very, very interesting content for the conference. It's only 9 days to the 54th AAC. Act fast, limited slots remaining. With only few shots left, we need you to register now. It's going to be a world-class event. You don't want to be found wanting in such a gathering. And we want you to remember that the venue is Transcorp Hilton in Abuja. And also the theme of the conference is Governance Reimagine, Mapping the Future, from the 7th to the 11th of October 2024. I see the beautiful damsel in the house again.
You know how to introduce me so well. Thank you very much. Thank you for introducing me, fellow beautiful woman.
We can't hide. A golden fish cannot be hidden. So, yes, you are.
Thank you.
You ladies should not threaten me and intimidate me.
We will threaten you and intimidate you because we are indeed beautiful.
Yes, I agree.
You are doing
All
well.
right,
You are
so
doing well.
I am
Like we
so
said,
sorry
no
that I
problem.
had to
Well, like
leave
we
for
said,
a while. Yes.
no problem. No
you
problem.
understand.
We only said when you come back, you will freaky our account. So
When did I say that?
where are
When?
we putting our
See, we
account?
Listen,
concluded on
you know
you.
Put
accountants
your
have
account number here.
integrity. There's no
Put your account number
integrity
here.
in what you just said.
And there's no
Yes.
accuracy in it, right?
There's no accuracy. There's nothing. Why?
I thought you were a comedian.
What do you want?
Are you an accountant now?
What do you want the fellows to do actually, or the people that are writing the exam that you just posted that they should
No,
go for exam in November? What do
mommy,
you want them to do?
are you an accountant now or are you a comedian? Which way should I place
Both.
you first? You are both.
He's eating from both spots.
You are doing well. You are doing well. Okay, so for me,
Thank you so much.
let's take some
Okay,
questions and
yeah, Mommy Macaroni, we really don't understand your calendar and your retinue, but we just want to ask you what you're doing in terms of as a young and vibrant content creator. What are your thoughts on the future of comedy industry and when it comes to this digital age and how ICANN can imbibe the culture of digitalization? I mean, you can help us on what other ideas because we're already almost digitized and we're doing much more. So, what is your take on it?
Okay, is it in relation? Okay, let me not say in relation to, but I would say that helping um content creation basically with ICANN, I feel like it's something that is already being done because most students, apart from the classes, apart from the handouts, the ICANN handouts that we have, most lesson places that we go to, I went to Pi. I went to like three different ones. That's to show you how much I. It's fine. Let me not talk about that.
mommy will still
But
remember pie.
I
Oh,
feel like
hey.
I feel like a lot of um um lesson centers, yes, they already do that with certain things they post on YouTube helping students. It is also part of content creation because they can make money on YouTube while educating. Now to just go further, pitching in some little things like with reels, basically, to just give insights, to just educate or to just remind on Instagram. I think it's something that can be done. Not everybody hops on a call, to talk about a particular thing. They just want to be seeing it. Just like how you go on Instagram and you see like funny content, you could just, swipe up and, see something informative that can actually help. And it doesn't need to be long, just something very short that can be done. I feel like they can hop on little educative videos actually to help people and to see that ICANN is not so hard. I feel like people look at ICANN and they're like, to start doing this thing. You get it's making it more interesting. I think that's where content creation comes in, and also money wise, and which I already feel like lessons are already doing because it can't really. There's nothing else basically that can be done. It's just information. It's not like if will come now. Definitely me now as I am, the way I've even been talking. It's not like I've been talking professionally like an ICANN student. If you notice, I just have ideas towards certain things. So imagine me now. I am in my office, and my office is my Instagram, my social media platforms, and I'm there, and I see, a particular. Let me just say the easiest thing. Um, debit the receiving side. You understand? I see something like that. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. It clicks in, and it helps me. It just helps me that, oh, this is something that I know. So I feel like more information in a very fun and interesting way. That's just it. But the money making part is something that a lot of students, would always go online, go to YouTube, go to Facebook to actually just go and watch. And because it's like it's more or less education for them. They spend long
Yeah,
hours and that is already generating revenue
yeah,
for those
yeah,
platforms or those lesson centers basically.
yeah.
So I feel like even talk shows like this, have them, people come watch, revenue can actually be made through it. Yeah, so it's something that is already being done. It's just that people do not just know that it was being done, or people do not
Okay.
just think about it that, oh, ICANN students are you are actually promoting centers with content because they go in class. Basically, they can even record themselves in class teaching others, and then they put it online, and other people to learn from it. So it's still
Oh,
all part of content creation. As
oh,
far
okay.
as you are able to earn money at the end of the day, not content creation that you be smiling, everything is nice, and then your bank account is empty. It's content creation, but in the long run, make sure that you're making money. You're making money from it. At least you're generating some sort of revenue. And just in case, not only just focusing on one platform, doing multiple platforms because you don't even know where a lot of audience would be and making them readily available. People just naturally go to YouTube. But then, paying attention to Facebook, people are on Facebook. People watch a whole full length movie on Facebook. So why can't they just come on Facebook and then one or
Okay.
two things, put in a reels is on Facebook and you just swipe up. And these are the things that people that will even help students to remember because they will see it in a real. Oh, do you know that blah 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 blah. There are some English words that I actually learn on Instagram. There are some reels that I see that they'll just be like, instead of saying this you can say this, instead of saying there was something I saw recently. A teetotaler is someone that abstains from alcohol. And I'm like, why they not name it teetotaler? If somebody should get teetotaler now, you'd be like, maybe the person is very tough. But then I just immediately I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, someone that abstains from alcohol. So now me that I just saw it in a reel, I will go outside, I'll be like, oh please, I'm a teetotaler.
Oh, you start
Guess
blowing
what?
it.
I've learned something. So I
Wow.
just feel like ICANN should be more flexible because even with accounting, more flexible. That flexibility is just going to help students to understand certain things and know that they can actually gain money. Even students can actually lecture other students, online. They can lecture other students online, share their notes online. It does not necessarily mean you don't need to snap it to just post. No, that's not it. You can read out. You don't even need to read out. There are some apps that you can use that will read out text that you've written, explanations, and just and then it also comes with editing. You need to be able to edit. A very good video needs editing. The platform
Okay.
needs to look good. So in as much as you are, for ICANN students or for people that are ICANN certified, that are chartered, entering content creation is something easy because year and year, a lot of people are registering, a lot of people want to know more. Even people that have gone through it, they want to know more, they want to have conversations. So having conversations, putting it online can actually generate money for them.
All right. All right. All right. Beautiful. The last question for today. What was the most valuable lesson you have learned about the business of comedy? Just in 1-2 minutes, and we close.
The most
The most
challenging,
the most valuable lesson
valuable
you have, yes, you have learned in the business of comedy.
in the business of comedy, valuable lesson. So for me, I would say, I don't know if it's right to say, but I would say be stubborn. And my
Hmm.
stubbornness does not necessarily mean they tell you to do something, you say no, I don't know, like a he goat or she goat or something. No, that's not it. Be stubborn with everything because you need to try different things. Be stubborn with it. In fact, if I make mouth today and say I am going to make it, I am an actor, I have to back it up. You have to be stubborn with whatever you're now doing. With business in comedy, it can be very annoying knowing that I am mommy and I'm not making money and I don't have money. So imagine that someone should say, oh yeah, give me urgent
It's,
2K. I don't have
it's an
tickets.
it's an
Urgency.
imagination anyway. We all know
I
what is
have
happening.
to that aspect of me, I am just stubborn about it that no, I must get this money. It cannot just come with me. Fame without money is rubbish. So there's nothing there. People will know you. People will know you that you are what? That you are broke. So it's something that, and I always try. It's something that we don't really have. A lot of people don't really have it because people just feel like once you're popular, and you have money, people don't even have that business idea or saving or investment idea actually. Because making money is not just about you making that money. It's about you reducing your expenses or not even allowing your expenses override your revenue. Also, consistent revenue, in which content creation already gives you that avenue for consistent revenue. That's if you are consistent with whatever you are posting, you will have consistent revenue. Another thing is investing, because you making that money, you still have expenses. There are unforeseen circumstances that can happen. So you need to still invest in whatever you're doing. So for the business of comedy, I think I've just learned the most valuable lesson, and because it's something that comes with fame, and fame comes and goes. So you need to be. It's a risk actually. So it's something that everybody might be talking about you today. They might not talk about you tomorrow. I feel like I am lucky with that because I my brand is attached to Mr. Macaroni. And one way or the other, Mr. Macaroni will trend for something. If it's not with the government, if he trends with this, he's not used to stay one place. So we thank God for that part of him. At least if he trends with government, they will say, "Oh, who are the people attached to him?" I pop up.
Beautiful you.
I talk, my name comes up. So being in that space, it helps me. But fame, actually, it comes and goes, and that's why we don't. Most most old actors, you will check if you check them out. I'm so sorry if there's an actor that probably was ill or something that did not have resources, but truly, a lot of them don't have certain things set up for themselves for unforeseen circumstances for their future. If you're in a company, you have your pension, you have everything, HMO, you have everything set up for you basically. It's even compulsory for your company to set certain things up for you and for you to also set it up for yourself. But because it is comedy, there's no serious what's the word? There's no guide, there's no control. Just like how we have ICAN for accounting, we have certain rules. We don't really have that. The guide that we have it's not all that. The actor's guide is not all that. There's no rule and there's nothing really helping us. So if you don't save, if you don't make intentional acts and you leverage on I am famous, I'm making money now, money comes and goes. If your expenses is more than your income, they are supposed to love.
Totally.
Somebody that have if two families they make 100 k and then one family has 5 children, the other family has just one child. This is that one with one child. One will imagine Mr. Biggs. They can be enjoying themselves. Why the one with five children? They feel no they chop. Oh, I'm speaking pidgin. Sorry. They might not even eat that day. So you need to be wise with whatever you're doing. And I feel entertainment because it comes with fame, comedy because it comes with fame. It gets into our heads. It affects our finances, it affects our future. So you need to actually strategize well and be stubborn. In fact, just be stubborn with your finances. Be stubborn about certain things you want to do, and be stubborn about. And this is something I do. I always think of the long term. My dad always reminds me to think of the long term self because it's not like he's fully in support of acting. He's always thinking of the long term. So thinking of
Okay.
the long term is very, very important. Because you see this fame it comes and unlike company, you will grow from where? From one grade to another grade. You now become boss. The money that they'll be giving you will even be more than the work that some people you get. You can see
Yeah.
growth. But this one, the growth is more or less like a sharp growth, and then it's slowly when it's not going down. It's not going. It's for some people it goes down sharp. For some people it goes down slowly. So you need to be consistent, you need to maintain. So for me, I will just say be stubborn because that's what I'm doing. Because I don't want to
Nice.
ever be in a position where I do not have.
Yeah. We pray for more followers, and
Amen.
that's
No,
yeah.
that's the prayer. Oh.
Yes,
And,
yes,
and it's
yes,
so easy. It's easier to work for
Yeah.
somebody than to work for yourself. At least if
yes,
you're working for somebody, if you not do it well and the person should do it well, the person will still pay you salary. But this one you're
yes.
working for yourself. Oh,
You're your own.
down your own. No.
You're your own.
Well done. Well, exactly. Well done. Well done. Well done. I think I keep hearing the word fame comes and goes. Fame comes and
Comes
goes.
and goes.
Fame
Yeah.
comes and goes. Thank you very much. I want to say a very big thank you
Yeah.
to our own Kem's Mama,
Thank
Mommy Wa
you. Thank
Kemi
you.
Kushedun 80 for coming on the show today and sharing your wealth of experience with our members and friends of the Institute. On behalf of the producers of this program and the editorial team and our viewers across the globe, we appreciate your time and effort. And we hope that when next we call on you, you'll hearken onto our call.
And we are inviting you for the conference. We hope we
November
meet you.
what?
November,
October
no, no.
7th to 11. So it's
Oh,
next
it's true.
9 days from today. Don't worry, we'll be expecting you. We can
Okay.
talk behind the scenes. Yes.
No problem. No
Yes,
We'll
we'll
be
problem.
get
happy
back to
to
you
Thank
have
after
you
you.
this
so much.
program. Yeah.
Thank
Thank you very
you.
much, Kemi. We really appreciate
Thank
you coming.
you.
Thank you for
All
having
right.
me.
You have a great day. Enjoy
And you
your
too.
movie production.
Yes, I'm stressed. I don't enjoy.
Stress to the bank. Thank you.
Thank you.
And laugh to the bank.
Yes. All right, Tosi, I can say that it was truly, truly an insightful discussion with our very own Mommy Wa. And I had a good time learning that fame comes and it goes. So you need to keep up doing the good work and also have some investments that you can rely on in the future.
Yes, exactly. That's well taken and that's well noted. Our colleagues, and that is the show for today. You agree with me that it's highly educating and very instructive. So we'll come your way next week, same time. Please, I will implore you to stay safe and stay sound. I'm Tosin Akinomi, FCA, saying have a wonderful weekend.
And I'm Fumi Alani saying, have a lovely weekend. Goodbye.
Bye for now.